Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Rob.
I'm Paul.
And what's black and white and awesome all over? The next card in this cycle.
Hey Rob, so today we are looking at the Figure of Destiny cycle continuing, and we're going to look at the white-black cards. I'll kick us off. We have the Eminence of Existence. Whew. So this is a 1/1 spirit. You can pay the hybrid for that. Return a creature from your graveyard to your hand, and then Eminence becomes a 2/2 spirit warlock.
Nice.
And you can pay 3. If Eminence is a warlock, return a creature from your graveyard to play. Eminence becomes a 3/3 warlock scion. And then finally for 6, if Eminence is a scion, return all creature cards from your graveyard to play. Eminence becomes a 4/4 with first strike and lifelink.
Nice.
I guess immediately upon reflecting what we discussed in our last video, this card also might be broken without any of those, only as sorcery or monstrous. I think what I was thinking in my head when I designed this card was kind of all these cards have a monstrous effect. You should only do them once, but I didn't put that in the card, so I flubbed up on that one.
I don't think it's that bad.
Okay.
No, because, I mean, it's a creature, so you definitely give your opponents a chance to deal with it. I love how it goes. It goes from a 1/1 to a 2/2 to a 3/3 to a 4/4. That's just like perfect. Like people can like already in their head can plan what it's going to be. So there's no surprises there.
Right.
And just how it manipulates the graveyard is nice. So it's like, okay, for the first ability, it's Raise Dead. You're getting a card back from your graveyard to your hand. Yeah. And then for 3, you're actually waking something up. So, but the total mana investment was 5, which is what's that card that I'm thinking of?
Well,
Zombify.
Yeah, but there's in the core set they made a 5-cost Zombify, so that's I guess correct now.
So I like that it's balanced that way, and it's repeatable, which is like really really good.
Mm-hmm.
And you're in the perfect color pairing that where resurrecting creature cards is like on point.
Uh-huh.
And then the last ability is just gravy. It's just like that reminds me of Liliana's ultimate, where it's just like everything comes back. So, and I think that is balanced. That's only your graveyard. So
yeah, not everyone.
I think that's fair.
And it's 6 colored mana, so it's not like 2 hybrids and 4 generic. So it's in a very intense deck. When I was first making this card, so it was going to be like when it died, put it from your graveyard to your hand, and then when it died again, put it from your graveyard to play, and then you could bring it from exile or something like that. But then I was like, there's no way that you could do that tracking with a card like keeping counters, moving from your hand to your graveyard and stuff like that. So
oh god,
this is version 2.
Yeah, I like it. And I love the art that you chose because it just shows like the rebirth. It's like, okay, like here we go again. All right, so for mine, I kind of try to keep the name kind of like in the Figure of Destiny cycle. Yeah, so Figure of Conflict for a hybrid white-black. You get a 1/1 Cleric. The first ability is pay 1 hybrid. Figure of Conflict gets your choice of either lifelink or the ability pay a hybrid, pay 2 life, and this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So its second ability is 4 hybrids, and if your life total is 10 or more lower than your starting life total, Figure of Conflict becomes a 6/6 black demon with flying and trample. So if your life total is getting really, really low, then he could become a 6/6 demon to hopefully avenge you. But the third ability is for 4 hybrids. If your life total is 10 or more higher than your starting life, then Figure of Conflict becomes a 7/7 white angel with flying and indestructible. So I designed this card to kind of play around with the idea of Figure of Destiny. So Figure of Destiny is very linear. Like it only goes in one direction. It just becomes a big fat beater. For this card, I wanted to show that you can kind of customize it however the game is going. So if you're dying, then it can become this creature. And if you're really being successful in keeping your life total high, then it can become this creature instead.
I like it because it's not, like you touched on the story, the figure of destiny goes on to become that figure. This card is about, and I love that it's a cleric. I just noticed that. So it brings the whole like internal struggle that like a religious folk might have to deal with through their times of like which path are they going to go down. It seems to me like the third ability is the one you're going to want to go to because it looks stronger, like an indestructible flyer. But it's just like, are you going to be able to get there? Because as the game progresses, your opponent's trying to help you get to that second ability, not the third one. So
exactly.
And the first ability can play into that too. The first ability helps you get to either one of those paths. So I definitely like how this is not a destiny story. It's choose your own. Like this card chooses its destiny.
Exactly. And I kind of wanted to give, I didn't want to limit the player to only having to pick one thing. So if you happen to be getting like your face kicked in and your life is really low, it can become a 6/6 demon. But you can still activate the first ability and give it lifelink. So now you have a 6/6 flying demon with flying and trample and lifelink. And then if your life gets high enough, then you can still get the 7/7 indestructible angel. So kind of want to play around with that.
Yeah.
So it's really like a cobble together your own creature.
Yeah. And then also I see that you didn't keep with the like small cost and then it gets bigger and bigger. It's one and then like two same costed ones where you choose which one you want to go to, similar to the Noggle.
Yeah. So I was worried that if I made one ability cost more than the other, then people would not be inclined to do that one because it's like a bigger mana investment for the same thing. So I kind of want to keep the abilities the same, but keep the criteria different. Kind of like play it.
Right. I guess if you had one cost more than the other, people would naturally assume the one that costs more is the ultimate, and that's what they should lead themselves towards.
Yeah.
Which is not really the point of this card. Yeah. It's fun. It's cool. I like the art too. It's a good representation.
It's like, okay, like where could I find art that would show like this choice of paths? And boom, here you go. So, what do you all think? Is the figure of conflict the go-to for the continuation of the cycle, or should you go with the eminence of existence? Please let us know in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we can keep our creative juices flowing.
Yes.